Refuge in the Guru, encircled by the four continents. Sermon. Uh, Good morning. And some of the old the senior students might be get bored because you learned this old kind of technique before, and if I'm sorry for that. Maybe you can spend this time for maybe relax, or you can just kind of like do that practice. And but anyway, this is mainly I just focus on the since we have a lot of viewer from and it might be helpful for the people who are that where the very cause of the misery and the happiness is the body. Then we could experience the happiness or the comfort of the body. The food and drink, and not too much, not too less, but perfect for our body, and also the clothes and the warm and the so on. So these are all the conditions that give us the physical the happiness. Example, reducing the sweet. If we have a problem, what are the also mentioned that Buddha said to get a deep practice that which if we don't calm ourselves, if we lose the calmness, for mind. So that's very important at the beginning. First of all, we go to sleep. We can able to sleep. Then we will have a good rest. And when we have a good rest, then in the next day, our mind and body is very fresh, and then we can do anything we like. As long as our mind and body elements, the five elements. So once our five elements is not in a balance, and next day will be big kind of a work, and he or she wouldn't able to solve that kind of activities. And of course, if we having that yeah. So when you try to set up your meditations posture, not just to force your body, just too straight, like too force, relax too much, then you might distract. And so it's important that keep it in balance, not too straight and tight, or nor too loose and between. And when you set up your head for the posture, you should sit like straight, not bend too much backward, or nor like forward, like bend down, or not like this and that, but rather like sit a little bit straight. You might have a like negative brightness. So if you move too much low or forward, then you might lose or you might feel sleepy, and not like bend to the left. If you too much to the left, you will increase the attachments, and to the right, and anger. So this is what they said. Like the head should be.
뭐 치기나 카트가 나고 뭐 카트 좀 동난데 그렇지.
So the eyes. The third is the eyes. Eyes. If you, it's really up to you. If you like to, close your eyes, just close slightly your eyes. Or if you prefer the, open your eyes, then slightly open your eyes, and look the front of the on the ground, or the tip of your eyes, then you might feel sleep. So that's it's really up to you. If you want to close, just close slightly, or if you want to open slightly, and look the tip through the tip nose or front of your palms slightly like touch slightly together, and where you place. So you place your hand navel, the top of the navel here, navel, because
정작 참 좋거든.
yeah, where we tie the belt or the navel, because
저리 당걸 때는 당 거죠. 카트가 출로와야 당당로와 된 차례 있사식 박대 삼로 당로와 된 차례 있사식 박대 삼로 때 어떻게한다 칠
you can close the right nostril with your finger, and breathe in from the left, or then left close the left nostril, and breathe in from the right. But today, since we are practicing meditations, we are trying to set up our posture. You can just breathe from the, and count the number yourself, like count in your mind, and silently, and breathe from your nostril 21 times, and
저 전반이
so did you able to be with your breath until the 21 times?
나고 약간 저도 된데 자 의견 삼동네 당저 잠바 삼동 꼭 부시를 하고 봤어. 다단 아주 리치고 삼동에 있어. 아는 아주 제동 지금 숫자 쳐 쓰고 맞지. 하 전이 손나 리당 삼이 판치는 맞어 전이에요 맞어. 다단 아주 리 리 셋 셀나 소속이 잡아지 맞춰지니까 할 때.
Now, uh, uh, now we will meditate on the body. So this is, as I said, this is the called the one of the applications of the mindfulness. Application of body mindfulness, and because they when we we always consider or say or call ourselves I or my. So when we search the what is the importance that we have, that beyond the minor stuff, there's nothing we can tell beside the I and the body. So I and the body will meditate on the body.
난 말은 ngami 세주라. ngami 세 도지 맞아. 단단 미 리드는 받대 겨울에 근데 때 만치 배버도 ngami 세주라. 또 어쨌든 nga세때 미 빙여요.
So we call ourselves as a person or as a human being until the death of our life. But when we go to next life, so we don't know what kind of like form we will take. But this current life we call I'm a human being. I'm a person's.
리더다.
So the reason we call as a human being or as a person by the recognitions of the body. So because we have that body, so we call ourselves a human being or I'm aggregate, and such the muscles and the eyes and the hands and so on. That's why we have, as a human being, we have a special the resource that we where we can able to think.
들을 수 있는 요.
For example, uh, uh, like meditations, the practice we do or we think intensively. This is all the human being special, because if you look the other species like animals, they may have a kind of so like when you practice meditations, if you able to cross chair, if you have any health issue, so you can sit on the chair.
아까 뭔가 스포랑 삼동에서 미리 세트 간에서 듣고 리치고라 삼동.
Right? We count the breathe, our breath, count the breath, and that there's other talks where we are being kind of like working on our breath, so we are not thinking of others. So that's why we're able to focus on only the breath. Now, now we will meditate on our body. So when you meditate on body, so you can like meditate how. So we'll do a single pointed meditations on the body.
리드도 하고 요라지.
So you know,
다른 셀나 맞으라 돼.
so you know your body, right? And just focus on your body, and during the meditations, what you do, don't lose your phone.
government the government.
That's a good thing. So uh, the meditation we just did. So this is the single pointed meditation where we meditate on our body. Now next we'll do a analytical meditation.
that ligin tin an lig cha ta no tang tu mo kong bo na yo kong tu kan kan tu samlo samlo tung tama kan ji ge tama ka de ka le ka chi ji ni pa cha me cha u long de kan long de ka so na long de kan na lig long de ju yo de de si ma tum rong ji ge dong bi yang sa rong ji me ba de de ra chu bu sti
Any kind of objects of ourselves. We analyze what's going on. So this is called analytical meditations. And in a very detailed and of our body where it comes from, of course, because of the when we take label and then we have to take all kinds of and once we nourish, then usually we call this is the okay at the time of the dying, and then also we will stop the breathing. For example, if one of our elements work, and then once we die, and of course our all element will be dissolved into the five elements such as fire and water and the wind and so on. So this is the the briefly the life lifespan of our human being, and so this is what is here shows like when we could understand, or this is what we call in Buddhism interdependence or dependent originations, the law of dependent originations. That at the beginning we come from the parents, or we were given birth by our mother and father, and then eventually we will stay here for a while, and body will dissolve in this, and then newly arrive, and it will stay for a while. Then, of course, it will show the impermanence, and then will dissolve or disappear from the five element. So this is the, or if you look at the thousands years back, the people who thousand years before, they all are gone, disappear. And,
어때 딱 맞아 때는 종화 돈 삼도 요거 당하나 다 소소랑 이거 공부들 맞아 ጭ땅 맞아 맞아 샘트 캔세요 이거 강고도 줘라 그 당분이 들이 강고 참 많다 이 총총 되게 잡히 공기 뭐 타마티 뭐 디샤를 디차요 그래서 딱 원리 지금 삼도 쓸때 당하나 맞아 노총 좀 하지 착사되나 어때 소 차요 막 단데 들이 용 뭐 다 말에서 어떻게 삼 전에 코다 바지 세랑 그냥 내가 온 지금 거지.
Uh, so when we he seems very kind of like interesting, and also youngster or people who are young age, we have attachments toward them. But when we see that some senior people, then we don't have attachments toward them. But if you think carefully, all the senior people fresh and beautiful, but and so what I want to tell here is the it might trick our mind when we see the youngster, and we might have the strong attachments toward them. So what we should do at that time, we should use our practice, and in order to reduce that attachments, or that in order to give give even to tame our this tricky mind. For example, when we see the youngster who are very attractive, and then you can see them as an impermanence, as an impermanence. He or she is young, of course, very nice, but they are also not permanent because they are impermanent, and sooner or later they will become like should not do that because whenever we have criticisms or the bully, anything arise in our mind, then again we should think that those are also uh, they, they are fully affected. I also able to spend my life to to serve others and use my body in order to serve other, to help other, and use my body and mind to learn from others, and then able to reach that kind of stage. Otherwise, sometimes uh, might the impairment might shows and we wouldn't able to reach that kind of stage. So then we will see through the respect.
거기 아니 스포츠에 소수식을 testing 토마 중선 토마 만지 바까도 좀 this sometimes.
The beginning of the body and the
다 좋아지는 그러니까 디스코드 모드 넘어가면 다리 또 먹고
right understanding of that.
the harmony from this digitality.
아니 이제 그렇게 동안
I'm not sure if I have the right understanding of that.
동영제도 망불려라. 저 동안에 semba 동영 제주 sembi 때 가트는 뭐 봐마이. 삼마지. 이거 쪽 봐마이. 선바 초와 샤트 통고용 용동 통고 때문에 선바 동용 전 이마진 있잖아 인일고 마도 통고 또 초 동용 세도 때 동용 그때가 아주 초와 있나라 하자 차 많이 나 차전 너무 많이 나
For example, if you talk about the mind, the neutral mind, or the mind setting mind temperature or anything, when you have too much, then you are if you don't eat too much, then it's not much use to you. So this is the kind of what we call equanimity. But these are the example. But really, equanimity or the obtain the equanimity, then let's say him or her folks because I'm fully attached toward him or her. Even though they're really bad, they do something that they're not supposed to do, and they are full of faults and so on. But when I see him or her out of strong desire and attachment, I wouldn't see him or her any faults, right? Because my mind and my eyes are doomed by that strong attachment and desire. And the second is if your absence of equanimity by having a strong hatred or the anger, and again we wouldn't see the other people knowledge. Uh, you know, even though they are right and they are full of knowledge and they are good, and when we are with them, we wouldn't see their knowledge and their resource and their importance activity they've done because we are being controlled by the anger and we have a strong hatred toward him or her and again we are absent of equanimity. So once we have equanimity, then we are being see whatever going on, whatever is in front of us, then practice equanimity. So once you practice equanimity, you are successfully obtain the things that is as it is.
무치세 우트제도 우트 야 당리 간다도 마도 간다도 어디 그런
Think, practice and the first one of the very unique that practice of the meditation is the breathing, where we focus on our breath and because in order to tell whether he or she is alive or not, it's the one thing we could tell by whether he or she is breathing or not. As soon as we stop breathing or one of the our functions is not working breathing, then it will end up what we call the dead person. Right? So uh, when the person is being alive and whatever we do, the breathing we take, the breath we take constantly in our life, day and night. So this is a very important and very unique part of breathing, and feel more suited to and deeper breath. So when I breathe out, I just breathe out as long as I can breathe out.
이소도 컨텐츠
So this is really up to individuals because every individual has a different the situations and different kind of like
넘바키니 이면에 더 좋죠. 뭐 빌리는 놈이 체인들이 아주 미리 체인들 시위 찾들라 체 찾지거든. 같이 잘 말은 받더니 저희 마치고는 소용도 얼마 되나 또 찾들은 생각고 그냥 이 차를 배치 봐서 자신도 쇼지니 자체 뭐 쇼지된데나 대 거요 말때 리드 做发现吧，是什么路线的长度，如果能这么看，能够就什么情况？
And the second question is about the body or the breathing, where he or she want to work more or meditate on the body. So on just body, meditate on the body, we can think, we can use that kind of like idea in a different way. Uh, uh, yeah, first, for example, we can meditate our body as an impermanence, and because even though we know that differences between impermanence and the permanence, but checking to really knowing which is our life is impermanent, which aging and every minute and every seconds and hour and so on, unless there's a things we can there's the unless uh, we caused by the obstacles or any kind of problems, kind of tragedy or any kind. Otherwise, there are certain kind of lifespan we could tell like he or she will remain dead certain of the year. Once we know this is the all my equipment that I have that were and I can always so we can plan that way first. And second is also if we too like attached to our body, too much care about our body or too attached to our body, then we keep way, then we can able to reduce the attachments that we have to our body and our body as a being defile and so on. But the other thing is maybe some of people also they are really mad for our life, our body, and our life, and they are kind of like they the may not mad of our own body, but for that case, again, we should not mad and regret to having that kind of body because the whatever body we have, we should think that is a good.
미술라 강바다 지금도 그걸로 차치 마찬가지 미국 상마 말하다 그거 근데 와 차창 같은 거 그거 미국 강바지 보면 좀 뭔가 되게 좀 하다 지가게 있는 거 그거 상대요 이 강바 통통 연미 통도 그 요나 있어 나 좀 하다 뭐라 잖아요 뭐라 막 뭐라 이해하고 일단 뭐라 일단 뭐 지금 그런 상황 지금
To joy, happy, and for joy and happy what we have. So practice contentment is the key of the happiness. This is what this one mentions. Because why you know we human being if people who can walk like this, but the person who are have this or not to fly. So I think it is very important is be contained what we have, and because like when we should travel when I was young.
어떤데 자당 안 오죠. 너가 축시요나. 좋은 거 미끼 싸왔던 거도 미 당부 영화도 선택을 하고 이랬어. 미 당부 영 선택을 가티나 소소 미 선택을 요나 이용 미 정말 잘못된 거지. 내 아니 미 당도는 따뜻한 거니 되게 많이 들었어. 미치.
Holding is the lesson of the practicing the containment is very important as Erlama mentions that is the key of the happiness. And for example, when we have a surrounded by a family, by good people, friends, we should spend our time the best with our friends, with family, we don't have a lot of money. We don't have
그냥 꼬마한테 그냥 꼬마 전이 쳐.
That's the on, I wouldn't able to sleep. I'll keep worrying what's going on. Because alarm is on, maybe something happened, or somebody's feeling like I'm not under pressure. And also, reality, the get worried about that. So this is what we call the karma, the law of karma.
되게 생각보다 되게 배분이 없지.
Well, you can say the mantra silently, and while you're saying the Tara mantra, and you can meditate on the Tara.
그것도 이런 거 위에서 뭐 다리 큰거 써왔던 거 나도 그치.
So this Tara, as well as the other tragedy that happened, is also swiftly reduce peace.
근데도 지금 뭐만 지금 뭐 지금 아마
Say the closing prayer. Say the landing landing prayer.
중간 대면에 같이 자연도 벌을 만들 주 건강도 배자게 담당하고 그의 나선 수선 수면 삼중만 변제 과만 우선 대비자